woke up this morning and just thought you're going to have 8 under, obviously?
Absolutely not. Always rock up to the golf course, seeing, thinking of what the best number is out there, and just trying to do your own thing, follow processes, and just hit every shot to the best you can, and see what the number comes up at the end of the round. You never really think about it too much. Pretty windy out there today, so every shot was its own shot and its own beast. But it was really nice to kind of get one away early in this tournament.
It was a bit trickier on the creek with that wind gusting around, a bit more tree coverage and stuff?
Definitely. I think there were a couple of shots out there that fooled us all. Obviously playing the practice round with no wind on Tuesday was, came in today, expecting the southerly and, kind of whipping away and maybe quartering a little bit on that back nine. But, when you don't see a golf course with a wind or a certain type of wind, it's always tricky, and you kind of just have to go on your instincts and try and just really zone in every shot and get your targets out and just commit to every shot really clearly.
It's another low round, but did it at Sandbelt, did it to get into Byron Nelson last year as well. So anything particularly about those rounds that you can take into the other tournament rounds, do you think, or is it just getting hot?
It's just getting hot and trying to carry it over, keep hitting good drives, attacking the par fives, playing them well. That's kind of the crux in the modern game these days. So if you're not playing the par fives well, you can't really put together a good number. There are a lot of tough par fours out there, and par threes are always kind of par holes. So if you can make an eagle on a par five and play them well under par, that really kind of springboards you into pretty much into a good position to put a good number on the board.
Where do you think you're at with your career at the moment?
I'm kind of I think I'm on my trajectory. Started the game a little later than most in the competitive aspect. But, I think that everything that's happened is kind of snowballed a little bit, and it's kind of just growing slowly. And I'm kind of, pretty happy where I'm at. I wouldn't say I'm overly happy, but I've, managed to qualify for a couple of PGA Tour events. I got to second stage of Corn Ferry last year, which was a huge confidence boost. And just in general, just starting to put good numbers on the board in tournament play as well, and just trying to, honestly, just keep making birdies, just make as many birdies as you can, and not really get too, defensive, which is probably one of the things I've improved at a lot, just staying aggressive.
Where does today sit in your really great, good rounds, John?
It's definitely one of my best. I think I had my best control of my driver probably I've ever had. And you kind of had to do it out there. You're hitting driver everywhere, so you got to keep that confidence going with the driver. But yeah, I've had a lot of good rounds of golf at my home club. Around the places, as Jimmy mentioned, at the Sandbelt, the Yarra Yarra. You make plenty of birdies, but you got to keep the blue stuff off the card. And I didn't do a great job of that last week, but I made plenty of birdies. So that's always promising.
And you said, with your trajectory, it's a bit different to other people because perhaps you started a bit later. Were you targeting other sports earlier on?
Cricket was definitely the first love. Golf was the first love, but cricket took over. And then, kind of just, said after high school, I'm just going to crack into golf and, give it a good shake and do what I really dreamt of doing when I was, growing up, before I started playing cricket at the age of like 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's nice now to be out here playing professional golf with the likes of Jeff last week, and and see these guys that I've idolised a little bit growing up, and Peter Fowler's out here, and you remember watching him play on TV all the time, and it's just hopefully it's a matter of time before I can kind of put my name up amongst those people a little bit more and play with them a little bit more and learn from their experiences and and gain advice from them too. So last week was invaluable with Jeff on Saturday. But there's so much growth in this game. You just got to kind of approach it in that way.
How far did you get in your cricket career?
Not far enough.
Oh well, how far? Like state?
Kind of like second grade at best.
Which club?
UNSW. Yes. But yeah, I didn't really. I probably should have tried harder. I loved it. I still do. But having said that, I feel like I could have gone somewhere in cricket, but golf was just always the thing I wanted to do straight away, straight after school. So,
what did you do? Bat, ball, leggies?
I opened the batting at the end of my cricketing tenure. Started bowling. I think everyone does pretty much, and then you find out that you kind of get a little injured here and there, and can't bowl as quick and not as potent with the ball. So, batting and being a patient lefty that I was a lot of fun.
keep making birdies to try and stop from going back working in golf shops.
Definitely.
Thank you, John.
Mate,